Lal Jain, who's the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of Indian Bank. Thank you so much, Mr. Jain, for taking the time. I do want to ask about a couple of rounds of rate hikes that we've seen. Has that been completely passed on to customers? And what's the outlook on margin expansion? Do we see a further expansion in the margins?
So Reserve Bank of India has increased the repo rate 40 bips in May and 50 bips in June. We have passed on 40 bips in the month of June and 52. And some of our MCLR also increased in the month of June by around 10 bips. So partially we have passed on the rate hike.
Mr. Jain, this is Cheryl also joining in the conversation. Could you tell us about your credit cost? Where could you see it for the full year? And also, if you could talk about the future group, your exposure to future group, is that already fully provided for?
One account was classified NPA in the last quarter and one account this quarter. We have provided around 90% in the future group. And as far as the credit cost is concerned, it is around 2%. It should, year as a whole, it should be less than 2%.
Mr. Jain, could you give us a sense of the recoveries for the current year? What is expected? GNP is still elevated.
You see, in FY21, we have recovered 5,500 crores. And FY22, we recovered around 7,100 crores. Internally, we decided that this year we recover around 8,000 crores. So first quarter, we recovered 2,000. Remaining 6,000, we will be able to recover in the next 3 quarters.
Mr. Jain, could you provide us with some sort of an outlook or forecast for the full year for the bank going ahead?
We have grown 9% in advances in June quarter. We expect that we will be able to grow around 10% in the whole financial year. Of course, with a plus minus 2% or so.
All right. Could you also give us a sense of the traction that you're seeing in corporate CapEx? Are you seeing a sizable recovery there?
We are getting proposals under corporate in road projects, in gas product, in steel, in textile, and small in other companies as well. But we are very, very rate conscious. We are growing qualitative side, and wherever we are having margins, we are growing. In corporate side, otherwise, bank is growing very good in RAM. We are continuously maintaining 61%. Our retail is growing 14%. Our agriculture is growing 13%, and our MSME is growing 8%. And under retail, all segments are growing. Housing loan is growing 11%. Auto loan is growing 22%. Personal loan is growing 32%, and jewel loan is growing 42%. Likewise, in Agri also, our jewel loan is growing 16%. So our retail RAM sector is growing very good.
All right, Mr. Jain, we'll leave it at that. Thank you so much for joining us on the show, giving us a take on the